Welcome back to the channel. This is Mage doing Game of Thrones. Waited almost 2 years for this. It's about frickin' time. No joke. Episode 1, Season 8.
So, the episode begins with the armies of Daenerys, which is the Unsullied and Dothraki and whoever else she's got in there. Just marching.
The dragons.
Yeah.
The two big giant dragons.
I mean, of course, it's a given. So they're all marching up towards Winterfell, and you've got from the perspective of Arya, just like watching everyone, recognizing them as they come through.
Yeah, she sees the Hound, Gendry, Jon, but she doesn't say hi to anyone, she just kind of sits there in the crowd. And then the giant dragons fly over, and it's just like, she wants one. You can see it.
You see the
It's pretty
smile
cool.
Yeah.
So it's pretty similar to how Robert Baratheon showed up in the very first episode to ask Ned Stark for help.
Yeah. They're just all coming up, you know, the King's Guard and everything, the whole parade, they had that big feast.
Very nostalgic feeling. It even like, it's kind of the same. I wasn't sure if it was Arya or Bran that was the kid running around in season 1.
Yeah.
And in this opening, we have the kid running around trying to get to the high tree to look at everything.
Yeah. Right. So when they get to the center of Winterfell, just like the normal keep area,
Jon reunites with Bran. It's the first time he's seen him since season 1, I'm pretty sure. And then he sees Sansa again, you know.
Yeah.
Sansa's a bit cold.
Quite cold.
She's giving up that cold vibe.
I don't think she expected him to come back without the title he had when he left.
She's not feeling it.
Yeah, and Jon's kind of, he hugs Bran and then he's just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This isn't the Bran I
know. He's like, you're a man now. He's like, well, kind of. So they're having the meeting now in the hall. Everyone's looking pretty cut that Jon bent the knee. They can see it, man. You just see it on everyone. Even
they're not even afraid to say it.
Yeah, like Lyanna Mormont. Oof, she's got some sass. She's still got the sass. She calls out Jon, and then Jon has his speech how he did it for everyone, and then you have Sansa.
Sansa's giving looks at Daenerys.
Yeah.
She's just like, how are we going to feed all these guys? What do dragons even eat?
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
anything.
Didn't even look that way. She's like, whatever they want. So straight after the meeting, Arya goes to see Jon at the Bleeding Tree. Is that what they call it? And they kind of, it's a reunion. They haven't seen each other in so long, and they kind of compare swords.
Yeah.
Arya's still got a needle. She doesn't show him her other dagger.
Yeah.
But Jon whips out the Valyrian.
Yeah, he's just like, look what I got.
Jealous.
Little does he know.
Yeah.
Then we follow up with Tyrion and Sansa. And Sansa is welcome of Tyrion. Yeah. And Tyrion's still like, he's watching his steps, you know, he's not trying to overstep anymore.
He's treading very carefully.
And Sansa asks Tyrion, do you really believe that Cersei, you know, will come? And he's like, I do. You know, she has something to fight for. And then she's just like, I used to think you were the smartest man alive.
She wants to live as well, right?
Yeah. And it's just, everyone's taking jabs at Tyrion lately. So we go back to Westeros, King's Landing, and you see the Golden Company has arrived, fleet of ships for Cersei. Euron has delivered, and now he wants payment. Yeah. Not much to say on this part. Although Cersei seems to like Euron's sass and how arrogant he is. So they're kind of like a match in that sense. Yeah.
They seem to get along. For now,
I guess.
At least. Yeah.
And then the whole, I'm going to put a prince in you.
Yeah.
She's already pregnant, but you know,
it's going to work out.
We'll see what happens with that.
Similarly to a previous one, I think. After we see Cersei and Euron, we go to Bronn, I think it is.
Yeah.
He's having a great time, as usual.
Yeah, Bronn of the Blackwater with his castles.
And he's been approached by the Maester to go up north and check on the other Lannisters with a nice crossbow that seems familiar.
I don't know what they're planning on doing with this part of the story. It's just...
Cersei's got a warped...
warped sense of humour using the Tyrion's crossbow, like the family crossbow that killed Tywin to
Yeah.
kill Tyrion and Jaime,
So
and to send Bronn to do it too. I just don't see it happening.
yeah, I'm hoping he doesn't do it,
Mm.
but I mean,
I doubt he'll do
can't
it.
tell at this point. I hope
Can't.
not. I hope.
Then we have Theon saving Yara from Euron's fleet. She gives him a good headbutt, for ditching him on the ship,
Well-
even though he kind of had to.
Yeah, it was lose scenario
Yeah.
there if you did either way, but it still sucks.
And she can see, well, they're heading back to the Iron Islands, and she can see that Theon doesn't really want to go, but he's willing to go with her.
Yeah,
And she can see that Theon wants to go to the north to fight with Jon.
to help out. Yeah,
And she says, go to the north. If anything goes wrong, come to the Iron Islands with everyone, and we can hide there.
yeah, which seems like it's a good thing to have, but it's a weird thing to say
Yeah,
in a season with 6 episodes.
yeah.
So
Like, is the final battle going to be at the Iron Islands?
Iron Islands, or
And she's like, oh, you'll be safe there.
yeah,
The guy's got a dragon.
Yeah.
Come on.
where the dead can't reach.
Yeah, sure.
So we cut back to Arya, I think now. She's in the blacksmith forgery area with Gendry and the Hound, and she's got like some sort of mutual respect with the Hound now. It's kind of like,
Yeah, maybe.
you left me to die.
Yeah.
Man. She's like, after I robbed you.
Yeah, after I robbed you. It's like, you're a little bitch now.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you survived.
But he doesn't seem to like mind. I think he must take it as like she's growing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then she sees Gendry, and she asks him to make this weird.
It looked like
Yeah.
another dagger. Maybe she's gonna, have one for each hand kind of thing, or maybe it's like,
I thought it was some sort of crossbow kind of bolt or
Maybe.
something, but I don't know. We'll have to rewatch it again later
Yeah.
and find that out. But, yeah, then we head on to Daenerys and Jon.
ah, yes. So we get to the dragon ride. This was pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Daenerys kind of walks up to the dragons with him, and then she holds out her hand, kind of petting him.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, she mounts up on one of them, and then
Yeah.
Jon walks towards the other, and she's just like, if he doesn't want you to ride, then
Well, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, pretty
Thanks for
much.
everything. See you later. So he gets on, and then it's just take off.
Yeah.
Like, but by the end of it, they have their little. They go up, they go down, do the big dives.
And it looked pretty
Yeah,
cool.
pretty good.
And like when they did that huge dive, you could like kind of feel the speed build up and stuff.
Yeah, when they're
Very
flying
much
over
fun.
Winterfell as well, you could see that Varys, Tyrion, and the Onion Knight, Sir Davos, was they were looking at Jon in
Yeah.
like awe,
It's like-
and then they kind of like after their flight, they land at the waterfall, and then Jon rides the dragon again. So now we have Sansa talking to Jon in the room.
Yeah.
I guess it was the main bedroom
Yeah.
of Winterfell, and she's kind of questioning Jon as to why he gave up his
His title of King of the North, like all the lords are at the
Yeah.
moment.
And it's mostly because Jon trusts Daenerys, but Sansa doesn't know Daenerys, so she doesn't trust her.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes this whole thing. And then at the end of the scene, Sansa's like, "Did you bend the knee because you trust her as a queen, or or is it because you love her?"
Yeah.
And it just kind of pans away from that.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
cuts straight out.
okay,
But there are other like references in the episode as well about Tyrion and Varys and the Onion Man,
Hmm.
just all talking about you have to earn their respect,
Oh yeah, and they're
So-
talking about the proposal,
Yeah.
like suggesting a proposal
suggesting either like marriage
Yeah,
or
that
just,
there'd be like a king and a queen for the
Yeah.
first time.
yeah.
So now we see Jorah and Dany going down to thank Sam for saving Jorah's life. Even though other people could have done it, no one else wanted to.
Yeah, they had the knowledge, but Sam ran the procedure because they thought it was infectious.
Yeah.
And that's why. So they went there with good intentions to thank him, but then
Then it kind of just went downhill from there.
very
And
quickly.
Sam asked for a pardon, and then Danny's like, "Oh, which house are you from?
Yeah.
Tarly? Huh?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I burnt your dad. Oh, that's okay. My brother will let me in now. I burnt him too.
You stood with your father, so
Well,
Sam just unfortunately got a huge, took a huge hit just then.
good guy Sam, just trying to be polite and just like trying not to cry super hard.
You would never want any of that to happen. But then straight after that, he moves outside.
And Bran's just waiting for a friend.
He's just waiting for a mate.
Waiting for a mate.
Right in the middle of Winterfell still. And then he tells Sam straight up, you need to tell Jon right now what we know.
Well, I didn't expect this for the first episode.
I mean,
I thought it would be in the second or third, but
there's only 6. We need this.
It's and then the following scene is Sam stumbles into the crypt while Jon's down there.
He's just had 2 gut punches.
And then they have the reunion as well.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you're the rightful heir to the kingdom. 7 kingdoms, blah 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 blah, titles. Lots and lots of titles.
He cut a few of those off at the end.
And then he's wondering, but you're telling me Ned Stark was a liar, and he's just like, no, he just had a promise to Lyanna.
Yeah,
and
to
it's
protect
like,
you no matter
well.
what. And then Jon's just taken aback, and then unfortunately that's all we saw.
Yeah.
But.
And then it was it was kind of Daenerys, Sam was kind of questioning Daenerys to Jon. It was like, would you have burned them? Will she be the one to sacrifice her title for the people?
It was also, it was also a question of if you knew that she had killed my parents or something, would you still have joined her? That's what I got from it as well. But yeah, he's been through it.
Yeah.
In the first episode.
Yeah, he took a few gut punches there.
Yeah.
A few.
Alright, so we cut back to somewhere between the Wall and, Castle Black?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure where they
So
are.
you've got the survivors of the end of last season, Tormund and Beric Dondarrion, the flame sword guy.
Yep.
In case you don't know.
They're all just wandering around trying to regroup with whoever's left.
I think they're just trying to hide from the Night King and his army because they're taking it pretty slow and it's pretty suspenseful.
We say pretty slow, but they've already left.
Yeah. And then, they're they hear a noise and they pop around a corner and boom, it's the commander of Castle Black, Eddie I think his name is, and they're just there and they'd found the Karstarks.
Yep.
Or the Umbers. Umbers.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. And they lead them to what they found, and it's pretty messed up.
Pretty.
Like an 8-year-old kid in the middle of an 8 or 9 spiral.
Yeah, circle
with limbs.
Just arms, made up of the arms.
Yeah.
And then while they're talking, it's the Night King's, undead, right?
Yeah. Thing screeches, jump scare.
Whoa. And then
they just stab it with the flamey sword, and it has a nice little screech, and that's that.
Then it lights up the whole sigil, and they're just like,
well, we need to get back to Winterfell.
Yeah.
So they're going to double up on horses. Those poor horses.
Make sure that they get back before him. So
we get to the end of the episode, and I was waiting for this dude the whole episode. I kept thinking he was going to pop in, and you see a cloaked man, hooded up.
The Lannister army has arrived.
The one-man army. the man with the character development.
One-armed army.
One hand.
Well,
he's got an arm. Stumpy.
Yeah, he arrives straight in Winterfell, docks his horse, whatever you call that. And
turns around and boom.
Oh,
it's Bran.
He had a serious flashback, and you saw that. You're just like...
He's like, oh shit.
Oh, was this a good idea?
And then he's just sitting there like, and Bran's like, oh, hey mate.
Yeah. He's,
waiting for a mate.
Not Bran's just like, waiting. But yeah, unfortunately the episode ends just straight there.
Which was weird because we were assuming it was, or I heard it was 1 hour 20 minimum for every episode for the season.
Yeah.
Apparently not, it was 55 minutes.
I was expecting longer.
Yeah, it just felt so quick.
Yeah.
And all the scenes just kind of it was so fast paced, there was so much in this episode, it was ridiculous.
The episode, yeah. We were trying to figure out what just happened, and it took us a while. There was so much packed into this episode to progress story as well, because there wasn't really much else happening.
Yeah. I mean, they did it as well as they could.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's still a good episode.
The episode was great. It just had a lot in
Yeah.
it.
Just so fast.
And like the shots when they were flying the dragons and just environment shots,
Mm.
they always look great. And you could really feel like dragons flying, diving down. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think we both enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, very
It was
much, very much.
Very good.
It's good to hear the opening again.
Oh yeah.
It's been a long time since seen that.
Yeah,
And it was all
yeah.
like brand new opening, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it already had the hole in the wall starting it off. So
We'll be doing these weekly. Well, yeah, for the next 6 weeks.
as they come out.
Yeah, straight away. So if you like the video, comment, let us know what you thought, and subscribe to the channel for more content.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.